today we are doing a bit of a smoky look. It's pretty easy to do. You guys know I don't do very dramatic looks, but this is pretty smoky for me and I love it. I am using the LORAC Mega Pro 4 palette that I showed in Monday's video. I had people asking me to do more looks with this and give you guys more ideas with this palette. I have been using it ever since I bought it, which was before obviously I did the video for the haul. I used it prior to that in a tutorial, and ever since then I've been using it. Mine is pretty dirty, and using some darker shades from the bottom row. I think it's really pretty, the Vamp shade, which is kind of like a charcoal gray. At a distance you look at it and it looks kind of like a charcoal gray, but then there's a bit of a purple undertone, which I think makes it quite unique. And more on the cooler side. I usually do very warm and kind of rusty kind of colors. Those are colors that I like and very fall appropriate, but this is a little different. Very easy to recreate, and if you want to see how to do the entire look, then just keep watching. Alright, so for this look, I am going to start with the eyes. All I have on my face is a little bit of my Tinted SPF, and I have nothing under the eyes. I'm going to use my face powder as my concealer, but I kind of wanted to wait until we did the eyes because I was thinking about doing something a little bit smoky today. So I'm going to be using the LORAC Mega Pro 4 palette as well for this look. I did a tutorial using the blue shade in here, and I also showed this in my last video on Monday for the haul, and I got some people to ask for looks using this palette, and I have been using this quite a bit and really enjoy it as well off camera, as I have been with looks that I've done so far on camera here on the channel. And I just wanted to do more looks with it, give you guys more ideas, because this is quite a big palette and there's a lot to choose from, and it can be overwhelming for some people when you look at this palette and you see so many different options and colors. It's like, where do you start? And for me, it's like I want to rub everything all over my eyeballs. But these are the colors, and if it looks a little dirty, I do apologize because I've been using this almost every single day. So before I get into the eyeshadows, I just want to apologize if you can hear any really loud noises. They're doing some construction here across the street from me and in the neighborhood. They're fixing some houses and, you know, just building things. So therefore, you may hear it. My mic might pick it up. So I'm going to take a big eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use the shade called Cool Taupe, which is not really taupe in my opinion, but it's really close to my eye, my skin tone. So I'm going to take that shade in the palette, which is the third one in the top row, and I'm going to go over my entire lid and make sure that everything is really matte, because I have just eye cream on, and it needs to be set, because otherwise these colors or eyeshadows will be a little bit difficult to blend. Not just this brand, but any brand in general. If you don't set your eyes and it's still kind of tacky from any creams or anything that you put on, it will cling. The eyeshadow will cling. So I do want to try the Glow Minerals shadow sticks. This is in the shade called Echo, which is the matte one. I showed it in my haul video. It is pretty dark. I have used the Toast shade, which is that shimmery bronze. I did have an issue with it a little bit with the creasing, which kind of sucks, but I did apply directly over eye cream, so maybe setting it like I did today might work. So I'm going to take this one. I will show you the color, and my hands are so dry and disgusting, but that's what it looks like. It is kind of taupey in a way, so we're going to see. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to scribble this all over my lid. And then I'm going to use my finger to blend this out. You could use a brush, you could use anything. So then I'm going to take a synthetic dual fiber brush. This is a concealer brush actually from Zoeva. And I'm going to try to blend this out. I usually use this brush to apply any sort of cream shadow sticks or any cream shadows that come in like a little pot form, a little jar, and that helps apply it and also buff out the edges. So I want to do that before this sets. I don't think I'm going to have an issue with this creasing with eyeshadow underneath and then over top as well. But I will keep you guys posted because this is my first time using this shade. So I just wanted a very thin, light base to sort of amplify the color that we're going to put on top of it, which is a trick to kind of get more impact from darker shades, is to apply it over a darker base. So those are the three darker shades that I was thinking about doing on my eyes. I don't know, but this color kind of seems like it'll go well with which is Silver Fox with that cream. But, ooh, it's going to get everywhere. I think I want to try Vamp, which is that silvery grayish purple color. And it is this shade right here. And I'm just going to press that right over my eyeshadow base. Okay, and so I've also taken that color and I've wedged it into my crease so there's not a gap between the lid and the crease area. I'm going to get a smaller brush, one that looks like this and it's a little bit more pointed, and I'm going to start going back and forth to soften out those edges before going in with any other crease color. Alright, so what I did on this, I switched to a Sephora round crease brush. This is a number 13. I don't even know if they make this anymore. I went through my brush collection and found it. I haven't used it in a very long time. And I decided to try the shade called Oat because I need a transition kind of blending shade. And so I'll show you what that looks like. It's this color right here. So when I applied it over there, it kind of slightly changed a little bit of the look of it in the crease, so not really what I was going for, but gotta make both eyes match, so we're gonna go over that and fix it. And so what I did was I took that shade, which is really light, and went around the edges and blended out that Vamp shade. I'm thinking about using the shade called Mahogany, which is in the same row as the Vamp, or as the Oat. So this is Mahogany, and it's a deep kind of matte, it's not kind of matte, it is matte. It's a deep matte plum shade. And I think that'll play quite nicely with the sort of purpley tones that I'm getting from this color on the lid. So I'm going to use the same Sephora brush. And I'm going to go right around the edges and try to go over the Oat shade and cover that up. Alright, and then I'm going to go in with a different brush and the Butterscotch and Cool Taupe, which are the first two shades that I used on my lid. And I'm going to use that to clean around the edges of this color because it's looking a little bit harsh here. I'm just kind of working that back and forth. So then I'm taking my eyeshadow brush, the Morphe E30 that I used to apply the base on my lids before starting, and I'm taking Cool Taupe, which matches my skin tone, and I'm going to come around the outer part and clean this up because I feel like I may have gone a little too far out with this. So in order to intensify the lid, I think I want to try using some of the Evian facial mist. This is really all I have. I don't have anything else to dampen my brush. Water, doesn't really work as good as I like. So I got this little one at Nordstrom Rack back in, I think it was September. So I'm going to use the same brush and just pick up more of that Vamp. And then I'm going to spray my brush after applying the eyeshadow to it. Oh yeah, this is going to look nice. I have a feeling that this is going to really make this color pop. So let's just go ahead and push that onto the lid. Oh yeah, definitely much better. I feel like when you do this, it really intensifies that purple. I don't know if you can, hopefully you can see a difference. This eye is the foiled one, and then this one is not. This one's a little bit softer and not as vibrant. When you foil it, it takes it to a whole another level. That is really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to do it again. Okay, so I want to do a little bit of brow highlight, and I'm going to use the shade called Foam. And this one is a shimmery, light, kind of ivory with a little bit of like a pinky tone to it. So I'm going to take a little bit of that and go right, use the right side of the brush, right underneath the brow, just lightly. And I love using this shade in particular for the inner corner. It is such a pretty shade. Really nice. Alright, so I think what I want to do is stop with the eyes for now. Work on putting some concealer on so we can do the lower lashes. So for my powder, I'm going to use my Glo Skin in the shade Natural Medium, which I've talked about before. I've shown you how I use it. I apply it with a Real Techniques brush. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to add some color to the lower lash line. What a difference concealer makes. And I use just the same face powder for my concealer. This stuff is so pigmented that I don't even need an extra concealer to go with this. Just this on its own is perfect. Alright, so for the lash line, I want to get a flat definer brush that looks like this. This is going to apply the color a little bit more dense, and it's going to kind of keep the color concentrated to the root of the lashes, which is what I want to do. So I'm wiping it off on a baby wipe because it is super dirty from the last time I used it. I have not cleaned my brushes. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is go in with that mahogany, the one that I use in the crease. So this color right here, so this color right here. This color is so freaking pretty. It's, when you look at it, it's just like, meh, it's just another kind of different crease color. But when you actually apply it, it's just really pretty and very sort of plummy. Like the plummy tones sort of come out more when you apply it than when you look at it in the pan. And I like that. And then lightly going into the inner corner with it. Not too much, just barely touching my skin, so that it's not like really thick and then it just kind of stops. You want to kind of taper and blend it in. Blend out these edges a little bit so it's not as harsh, and kind of smoke it out a bit. Alright, so what I'm doing right now is just adding a little bit more mahogany right on this outer half of my eye, just to kind of make it a little bit more rich. And I think this is it for the lower lashes. I love this color so much. It's like kind of plummy, but it's not like your typical plum. It's a little bit different. Now, for the inner corner, I'm going to go back in with that same detail brush. You could use the same color that you highlighted if you wanted to, or you could use Unicorn, which I think would be really pretty. That's the one that has that duochrome to it, so it looks like a soft lavender, and then when the light catches it, it picks up like hints of green. So I think I'm going to mix that shade, the Unicorn, with foam. So I'm going to tight line really quickly with a black eyeliner. And I'm using the NARS Larger Than Life in Via Veneto. Then for liquid liner, I'm going to use my Maybelline. This is the Curvy liquid liner. And then mascara, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I bought another one because I love this stuff so much. I've been having some issues with my Tarte's Lash Paint, which is one of my favorites. However, I've noticed that every time I wear this, I don't know what it is, but I notice little black specks on my like under eyes and on my cheek area, and I keep thinking, what is that? So I think I have a dud here because this has never happened before with this mascara. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed and not happy with this one. So I went and got this bad boy. So I'm going to use this after doing my liquid liner, and then we'll move on to the rest of the face. Alright, so here's a look at the eyes with mascara. I did 2 generous coats of the Lash Paradise Mascara. Simple liquid liner, nothing really special with that. You can get creative if you like with that. And I used a Clinique High Impact Mascara for the lower lashes. So that's the eyes. I really like it. It's not super over the top and overdone. I think it's really pretty. The purpley tones help bring out the brown. So if you have brown eyes, this would be something really great for you to try. Even if you don't have brown eyes, you could still do purple eyeshadows. You don't have to follow any specific rules, but it is complementary to brown tones in the eyes. So now I have to add some color and maybe some contouring. I haven't contoured in a while. I think I wanted to try again the Kevyn Aucoin. I have this little mini duo with the Celestial Skin or Celestial Powder in Candlelight, and then the Sculpting Powder in Medium. So that's what that looks like. It's a small little travel size duo you can get at Sephora. I think I want to add a little bit of bronzer first. So I'm going to do the Chocolate Soleil with a big fluffy brush. What was that? Kind of scared me there for a minute. It's the plastic from the mascara package. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this. Oh, it smells so good. Then to contour, I was thinking about trying the Makeup Geek Angle Stippling Brush. I haven't used this in a while, and I did clean it. I do need to clean my eye brushes though, but I did clean some of my face ones. And I'm going to go in with that medium shade. Maybe I should zoom you guys out a little bit, should I? Just adding a little bit of that. A little weird kind of fish face. Well, I better get used to it because for Halloween I'm going to do a witch costume. I'm not painting my face green though, by the way. So I'm going to do probably some heavy contouring for that. So I might as well get used to it now beforehand. Okay, so for blush, I think I want to use the LORAC blush. This is the Aura. And it looks like that. It came in a set that I shared in my haul video. I have used this I think once since posting that video, but I do want to use it because I like the rosy tones, and it is matte, which is what I prefer. So just lightly tap and then buff off any excess because, or buff off, really? Tap off any excess because this stuff is so pigmented. And I'm just going to do that in the apples of the cheek, and then I'm going to blend it out with the brush that I used to apply my face powder. This is in the Starlight, and I believe I was reading online that it's described as a white opal shade. It's so, so pretty. Like, very much my favorite one at the moment. Wowza, look at that. I think I may have applied too much. I'm going to soften this out with my finger because I went a little bit crazy. And just a tiny bit around the brow. And you could also use this as an inner corner highlight and brow highlight if you wanted to. It's totally optional. And then I'm going to take a little bit on my finger and highlight my cupid as well. And then for the lips, I'm going to use a new lip product. This is the Bare Minerals. What are these? The Gen Nude Matte Liquid Lipsticks. I have not tried them. I ordered a set off of QVC, which I will obviously do a different video on that set with some lip swatches for you guys, but I'm going to just give this one a go. This one is called Hemp, and it is part of their holiday collection, so I'm wiping off the applicator on the rim of the product because there is a lot. And I have some lip balm on, so I might want to take that off. But I did, let me show you before I apply it, I did add use the Sprinkles lip scrub beforehand, get rid of any dead flakes. And I also had a little bit of the Burt's Bees flavor crystals on throughout the video just to kind of hydrate my lips before going in with something that is very matte. They said it's supposed to be a comfortable formula, so we're about to find out. It smells like, oh, it smells like chocolate. Oh man, it smells like chocolate. Yum. I haven't worn a matte lip or a nude this light in a very, very long time. I think I'm going to go in with one that's a little bit darker. This one's called XYZ. And add a little bit of this to kind of add, because I feel like I just washed myself out. So what do you guys think? Too light? Should I darken it? I don't know. But it feels very satiny and very silky on the lips, so I'm going to let this dry. And that is the entire look. Alright, so that completes the look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Overall, I like the way it came out. That color on the lid is so pretty. I think when you foil it, by dampening the brush, it really elevates that color and makes it stand out a little bit more. And like I said, it's very complimentary to brown eyes, but anybody can do this type of color. It's really pretty, and honestly, I don't think I have anything in my collection quite like this, so I'm really excited to use this shade again. Did a little bit of contouring, you know, gotta get a little sass going on, did some highlighting, and this lip is a little bit more nude than what I'm used to wearing, but it's not bad. I feel so far that these are pretty comfortable. Now, they haven't been on my lips for a very long time just yet. I want to do a video showing you guys the collection of the liquid lipsticks for Bare Minerals for this holiday, and also trying them on for you guys so you guys can see what they look like. But I love so far the way it feels. It feels very light, and I did do some exfoliation beforehand because my lips were quite dry beforehand. So I will have everything listed down below for you if you're interested in screenshotting the list of the things that I use so you can recreate this at home, or you can look for products similar to these in your collection and recreate it at home. Thank you so much for spending some of your day here with me. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. I'll have it on the screen here and also down below. You can also subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Take care, you guys. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.